Hey Canucks fans, Canucks goaltender Thatcher Demko is a Vezina Trophy finalist. I want to get into that, compare him to the other two finalists, and then I'll end off with a few more thoughts about last night's game, an amazing game that I'm still reeling over. So let's talk about this Vezina Trophy race. I think it's going to be Connor Hellebuyck as the ultimate winner. So it's Hellebuyck, it's Demko, and it's Sergei Bobrovsky from the Florida Panthers. And when you look at all three goaltenders, the stats are pretty similar. And I guess that makes sense considering that, all three, they're considered three of the best, if not the best goaltenders of the entire NHL season. So let's start with the guy that we know and love. Thatcher Demko only played in 51 games of the 82. Obviously, his season derailed by that knee injury that cost him 5 or 6 weeks throughout February and March, or March and April, I should say, not February, March and April. And he did come back to play 2 games at the end of the regular season, 1 game in the playoffs, and then we know that he got injured once again. But that's for a different vlog, a different story. Let's look at his actual numbers. In 51 games, 51 appearances, he went 35, 14, and 2. So 35 wins, 14 losses, and 2 extra time losses. Goals against a .245 and a save percentage of .918 and 5 shutouts. So once again, 35 wins in 51 games, .241 goals against average, .918 save percentage, 5 shutouts, and this is his first time being nominated. Connor Hellebuyck, he's been nominated 4 times. He actually won it once, so he's 1 and 3, or 1 out of 4. He won it in the 2019-2020 season. And Hellebuyck appeared in 60 games this season, 60 as opposed to Demko's 51. He had 37 wins, so he actually had 9 more games and only 2 more wins. So Hellebuyck went 37, 19, and 4 with a .239 goals against as opposed to Demko's .245, a .921 save percentage as opposed to Demko's .918. Also 5 shutouts, same as Demko. And like I said, this is his 5th nomination now. He's won it once in 2019, 2020, not in 1919 or 1920, in 2019, 2020, and he's been nominated 3 other times. So when you stack up the numbers, Hellebuyck's numbers are better than Demko's. Winnipeg and Vancouver were basically the same amount of points in essence for the entire season. So a bit better save percentage, a bit better goals against average, same number of shutouts, more starts, and more wins. So that makes more sense, and just showed a tiny bit more durability than Demko, considering that Hellebuyck played in 60 games and Demko only played in 51. And like I said, if you say that Vancouver and Winnipeg were kind of equal throughout the season, especially the way they ended off, I think Demko started off the year when the whole Canucks team was so good prior to Christmas. I actually think Demko was the early favorite for the Vezina, and then as the Winnipeg Jets, after the slow start, their uneven start, kind of rose up the standings, you heard more and more about Connor Hellebuyck. The third finalist is Bobrovsky from Florida, 58 games, so closer to Hellebuyck 60 as opposed to Demko's 51. He had 36 wins, 36, 17, and 4. So 36 wins, so Connor 37, Sergei 36, Thatcher 35. He had a .237 goals against average, so actually the best of all 3. He had a .915 save percentage, so the worst of all 3. So that means Florida probably gave up fewer shots and he let in a tiny bit more goals. Does that make sense? Yeah. No, other way around. If he has the best goals against average, but the worst save percentage. Yeah, that's right. Florida allowed probably the fewest shots, and so by total number of goals, it probably let in less, but then by save percentage, an actual percentage of goals, a bit more. But we're splitting hairs here. And Bobrovsky did have 6 shutouts as opposed to Demko and Hellebuyck's 5. Bobrovsky has been nominated 3 times. He's actually got a better percentage than Connor Hellebuyck. He's actually won 2 of the 3 times he's been nominated, back in 2012, 2013, and more recently in 2016, 2017. So again, Bobrovsky's 4th nomination, Demko's 1st, Hellebuyck's 5th. In terms of number of games played, Hellebuyck has the most in 60. In wins, he's got 37, Bobrovsky 36, Demko 35. In goals against average, Bobrovsky 237, Hellebuyck 239, Demko 245. And finally, in save percentage, Hellebuyck 921, Demko 918, and Bobrovsky 915. So their wins are 3 guys within 2 wins. The goals against average all within .08, and save percentage all within .06, and shutouts all within 1 of each other. So it is statistically is a very, very close race, and all 3 goaltenders had really strong years. But I think because Hellebuyck is leading in all those categories, no, he's not. He's leading in save percentage and in wins. And just, yeah, it's funny. I sit here and say Winnipeg had a great season, but so did Vancouver and so did Florida, now that you think about it. I don't know, just all the buzz seems to be about Connor Hellebuyck more than Demko, as much as we want Demko to win, and more than Bobrovsky out east. So my prediction is that Connor Hellebuyck will win this award for the 2nd time in his career. But congratulations to Demko for being nominated for the first time. And I think if Demko stayed healthy for the entire season, then he would have a really good shot at winning this trophy. Speaking of winning, the Canucks, wow, still reeling in a good way. Well, I think I'm not reeling as much as the Nashville Predators are. Nashville, let's be honest, they dominated that game. They were the better team for 57 minutes of that game. But then Besser scores, 3 minutes left. Besser scores with 7 seconds left. And then Elias Lindholm scores a minute and 2 into overtime. I'm not going to rehash the game. I did that on I did like 4 different videos yesterday. My goal breakdown, my post game, and then I was on 2 streams last night, Canucks After Dark, and then me and my friend Charlie on my own show. So there was a lot going on last night. I won't rehash everything, but obviously Besser with the 3 goals, the hat trick. Miller with the 3 assists. Elias Lindholm with an amazing primary assist on Besser's 2nd goal, and then the game-winning goal of some good work from Joshua and Garland. And then, of course, Artur Silovs getting his first NHL, his first playoff win. So many good storylines. It's funny. Rick Tocchet did not seem pleased with his team's performance after the game, whereas Andrew Brunette, even though they're the team down 3-1, they're the team that gave away game number 4, he seemed very calm and very confident in the way his team is playing. And yeah, you think if you play 100 games, that the team that plays better should win the majority of those games. But you're only playing 7 games here, not even a best of 7. And sometimes luck falls into place, sometimes good fortune, sometimes amazing skill. And the Canucks had all those things last night, and they pulled out the improbable victory. And wow, I'm still smiling about it right now. One play that I didn't give enough credit to yesterday was the way that Hughes shook Nyquist at the blue line. Before the tying goal, right? With 14 seconds left, I think he made that play. But when you watch the slow-mo replay of the way that the puck was rimmed around the boards and he stopped it, as a left-hand shot, he stopped it he was ready to stop it on his backhand. I can't remember if he stopped it on the backhand first and then moved it to his forehand or whatever he did, but it was just a play that very few players can make. And the fact he's doing that while he's dusting Nyquist and then setting up the pass to get the puck towards the net. I think it went Hughes to Pettersson to Miller to Besser. So he doesn't even get an assist on that play yet. Yet he was he was the one that made that play work. So still so happy, and the Canucks have a chance to finish it off tomorrow night. So here's a couple programming notes for you. Because I'm going to the Justin Timberlake concert tonight with my lovely wife Gail, that's why Parker and I did Canucks After Dark yesterday. And it worked out because he's actually flying out of town today as well for work. So no Canucks After Dark tonight because we did it last night. It was one of our biggest shows ever. And I'm not doing my own show tonight. No games night, no nothing, because I'll be getting home too late from the concert. So tomorrow I will not stream. I'll do a video, but I won't stream before tomorrow night's game. So I'll repeat this tomorrow. If you're at the game tomorrow night, second intermission, let's meet up outside of section 315 in the Legends locker room display. Second intermission, would love to see you. And maybe we're talking about the Canucks being 1 period away from clinching a first round playoff victory. So Canucks fans, let me know any last thoughts, lingering thoughts from last night's game. I'd love to read them in the comments. And let me know if you agree with me that Connor Hellebuyck will likely win the Vezina Trophy. And let me know if you agree with that, and if you think that's a justified win for him. And do you agree with me that if Demko had not gotten injured, that he would have made it a much closer race and maybe would have even won? I'm not being bitter at all, just being very honest. Would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Shout out to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Perform Transform Personal Training Weight Loss. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Bovenlander, legendary Andrew Chang, and to Hall of Fame and franchise members as well for all of your support, and thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing. On your way out, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. I'm only 1,700. That's a long. I'm only 17 people away from 11,000 subscribers. Really excited about that. So help me out and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. You can leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership. And thank you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting me on this channel. It's a fun time to be a Canucks fan for sure. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Enjoy the day, enjoy the night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. God bless, and go Canucks go.